Today's review, we've got a beer, another collaboration project. This is DEYA in collaboration with Siren Brew Company. This is an IPA with Idaho 7 and Citra in it. But what's it going to be like? Keep watching to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we're reviewing this big man. Yeah, it's a 500ml can from DEYA, and this is a collaboration with Siren to celebrate their 10-year anniversary. It's a 5.8% IPA, so it's a low ABV IPA, and we've got Idaho 7 and we've got Citra, and the name, WIFi Beef. Yeah, a bit of a weird name, but obviously it's all about, you know, when you've got your beef with your Wi-Fi, it's not working properly. The text site says, it's brewed with our mates at Siren to celebrate their 10th anniversary. We pushed the fermentation profile, helping plumping up the layers of juicy fruit, powdery yeast esters, Citra and Idaho 7, and a creamy mouthfeel for maximum tropical punch vibes. So let's crack this beer open, get it in the glass, see what it's all about. I do feel, and I've probably said it every recent DEYA video, that DEYA have not, they've dropped the ball. I think they're not as good as they were. There's a lot of other breweries that are doing much better, and I don't know why that is. DEYA have always been big on their sort of juicy, really sort of creamy mouthfeel. So, you know, and that's really where they've lost it a little bit. But anyway, beer in a glass. This looks pretty promising. Bright yellow, custardy. We've got 2 fingers of very compacted, just off white head, but I'd almost say it's quite white head. But that looks pretty damn good in the old Iron Maiden glass. But can it become an Iron Maiden of beers? Can it get over 80%? Well, let's see. See what the aroma's like first. There's something about this that smells like a DEYA, you know. It's tropical. It's mango and citrus and grapefruit. It's got everything going in it. It's a real sort of mixture of tropical and citrus fruit. Smells pretty good. Really inviting. Right, let's take it in. Check it out. Cheers, everyone. DEYA are back, baby. Yeah, this is good. Signature DEYA mouthfeel. Creamy. You know, we talk about soft mouthfeels, low levels of carbonation. I hear myself saying it, you know, in my sleep, you know, so all those sort of terms that I use, the old buzzwords. With DEYA, though, what is added is it's a velvety, creamy mouthfeel. That's the difference. It is really, it's got an element of creaminess about it. There's no other way to describe it. In terms of the flavour, pineapple, mango, grapefruit, and you've got lemons and limes coming in there. It's a real mixture of everything really good, you know. It's tropical and citrus. There's so many beers that we have that are either very citrusy or very sort of tropical. And when I say tropical, sometimes they're more sort of stone fruity, you know, the mangoes, apricots, peaches and stuff. But this has got a good combination of everything. Yeah, there's a pineapple in there. There's sharp lemon and lime, grapefruit, quite sharp grapefruit coming in. There's a mango sort of just sits in the background really, but the mouthfeel is the star, and it is a signature DEYA mouthfeel. The concern that I had with it was 5.8%, and you think, again, sometimes when it's a lower ABV, I don't think the mouthfeel quite does it, but this is a signature DEYA mouthfeel. It's up there with things like Better Days and Into the Haze, Sunshine. Those beers that I had a couple of years ago now at the DEYA tap room in Cheltenham, and it was, you know, it really made me. DEYA was my #1 brewery because of. I went to the tap room, had that great experience. All the beers that I had there were really good. I bought beers, I brought them back, drank them again. Still really good beers. And I thought DEYA could do no wrong, but I've had so many average beers from them recently. And as I said, it's the mouthfeel that's not quite right, or the flavour's not quite right. But this is really spot on. Citra and Idaho 7, but you know, say when I keep pouring it out, it just looks really it looks creamy, and it's got a creamy mouthfeel. It's DEYA is back, yeah. Hopefully, this is the start of more beers. I mean, the collaboration with Siren, I don't know. I always think the collaboration is always like they bring them in, but they're still brewing their own beer in DEYA. And anyone who's the leading of the collaborations, you know that they're, you know, that it's 80% their beer, really. It's just Siren are there probably just to sort of say, oh, we did a bit of this, maybe we use this recipe, or we'll put this in it. But really, it's all about the brewing prowess of DEYA, and this is a really cracking beer. So, WIFi Beef, only 5.8%, low for an IPA, but this is a very good beer, and it's a very good DEYA beer. Yeah, they're back, baby. I reckon they're an 80% plus beer, but let's find out with the scores. Okay, the scores are in for WIFi Beef. This is a DEYA collaboration with Siren, 5.8%, Idaho 7, Citra. This is back to the DEYA's best. I think it's a really good beer. I'm really interested if anyone has thought the same as me, thought DEYA have not been as good recently. And when I say recently, it's in the past sort of year, really. But this is back to the DEYA's best, I think. And I just bring them on, you know, it makes me think, right, next time I'm going to get another DEYA because this one was so good. And I think that's always the way when you buy a beer. If you've had a good experience with a beer, or a brewery, I should say, then you think, right, next beers that I'm going to get, I'm going to get that brewery again, try another one, just to see if that was just a one-off or not. And then when you've got 2 or 3 in a row that have been good, then you become a convert of that brewery, and you always sort of think, oh, whatever beers I'm going to buy, make sure I buy that brewery. And that's really what makes my top 5, certainly my top 5, is beer breweries that are really sort of consistently great. You know, not just good, but great. I'm really pleased because this is back up there with DEYA's best. So let's get the scores, starting with aroma. Appearance. Flavour. Value for money. Remember, this is a 500ml can, but it's £5.5. And overall experience. Tighten the scores up, we get a total score. Yeah, we're above 80. We're the Iron Maiden of beers. We picked the right glass for this beer review. Over 80%. Total score off. Definitely recommended. Highly recommended. So let me know if you've had any DEYA recently. Let me know what you think about my sort of talk about DEYA being not as good. Really interested to know what you think in the comments. Maybe you haven't. It doesn't seem that DEYA release as many beers either as the likes of, you know, your Polly's that release lots of new ones every week, Asvez, even Verdant, Track, Short, all of those. They're releasing lots of beers, but DEYA don't seem to be releasing. They might release 1 or 2 a month. I don't know why that is, but, you know, let me know in the comments what you think of DEYA. And until the next one, I'm exhausted. I'm going to drink the rest of this beer. Keep on rocking.